Hello everyone, my name is Andy Bennett. I am the Vice President of Interactive Learning and a member of the Turning Technologies team that serves and supports technology in JRTC and military classrooms around the world. Before I dive in, let me take a quick second to thank all of the servicemen and women in the room. I never served in the armed forces, but it has been my honor to work alongside our country's brave men and women in the area of training and education for the past 5 years. So from my family to yours, I thank you for your service. I've been fortunate to be a part of the JLAB team over the last 4 events, writing clicker questions, developing gauntlet stations, handling the scoring, and meeting and working with some amazing cadets, instructors, and personnel. But one of my favorite memories occurred last year. Some of you may remember the keynote speaker last year was Miss America. When I mentioned to my 10-year-old son Xander that I got to meet and take a picture with Miss America, he responded with, "So, is that Captain America's wife?" Close, buddy, real close. My goal is to keep this presentation brief and information rich, so let me give you the points that may matter most to you as leaders and educators right up front. It is my strong belief and experience that the consistent, appropriate use of student response systems has an incredibly positive impact on students, teachers, and the education system as a whole. Here are just a few of the research-proven advantages of utilizing clickers in classroom instruction. They increase participation, increase retention and test scores, increase student motivation and interest, improve student engagement, improve teacher effectiveness, and reduce the dreaded death by PowerPoint syndrome. In an EDUCAUSE article written by Tina Cruz, she states, SRS, student response systems, require students to focus and actively participate, and it gives faculty the opportunity to analyze and discuss each question as students respond. A central component of engagement is the degree to which students take an active role in their learning, and clickers are designed to facilitate this transition to active learning. Since most of you don't know me, let me provide you with a brief background of what led up to me standing in front of you talking about clickers today. My background is in K-12 education. I taught elementary music, 3rd grade, and served as an assistant principal for 9 years in my hometown of Cortez, Colorado. I have always had a penchant for technology, so when I first saw the old CPS IR clickers in action during a formative assessment training in 2004, I was hooked. I couldn't wait to take this amazing technology back to my classroom to engage and motivate my students in a new and exciting way. By incorporating this technology and these best practices, I became a better teacher, more in tune with my students' level of comprehension and buy-in, and my students enjoyed the fast engagement, quick feedback, and media-rich instruction. One of my most memorable times using clickers was with a cute, shy little girl named Kelly. Kelly was painfully quiet, but with the introduction of student response systems, Kelly blossomed and came out of her shell because she could now anonymously submit her answers and build her confidence and understanding in the process. The events of 2004 have had a lasting impact on my life. Not only was I exposed to this amazing technology that would literally change the course of my career and future, but I also said I do to my best friend and wife, Crystal, in July of 2004. We will be celebrating our 13th anniversary in less than a month and have brought 2 intelligent, caring, amazing, and may I say handsome young boys into the world, Xander 10 and Asher 8. But that's not the only important thing that happened in 2004. At the same time, clear across the country, our beloved Dr. Donna Rice was leading Army JRTC into a new era of classroom instruction, an era of interaction, engagement, motivation, and participation. And while this occurred before I came on with interactive learning, I've always enjoyed listening to Steve and Donna reminisce about the introduction of clickers into the JRTC world. One of the points that has always stuck in my head was Donna's insistence that regardless of any bells and whistles, she desired more than anything that cadets would walk out of the room excited about their learning. It has been our goal for the last 13 years to make that wish come true. Since that fateful year, all branches of JRTC have adopted student response systems as a mainstay in their classroom, shifting their instruction from teacher-centered to student-centered. And I'm pleased to say at this point that all JRTC branches have updated or are in the process to updating to radio frequency clickers, with both Army and Marines moving to our newest QT2 clicker, which allows for easy text entry and a myriad of new question types and engagement methods. Plus, all have plans to expand the use of mobile devices, with some even planning to incorporate Macs. The reason this all matters to you is that over the last 13 years, the use of clickers in JROTC classrooms alone has engaged, motivated, and improved the education of millions of cadets and hundreds of thousands of soldiers, airmen, sailors, and guardsmen in our military. As I wrap this up, I want to share a quote from David Foster Wallace from one of my absolutely favorite speeches, This Is Water. He said that the real value of a real education has almost nothing to do with knowledge and everything to do with simple awareness. I believe the same goes true for the effective use of student response systems. They not only motivate, engage, and raise comprehension, they also raise awareness. Awareness to a student who thought they understood a concept, but after seeing their misconception come to light, can go home and study. Awareness to a shy student named Kelly, that she does know the answer and to be confident in her ability. Awareness to an entire high school class that has provided their score on a test before leaving their desk. And to the teacher that thought they explained a concept well, only to find out that the entire class missed a check on learning question. That teacher now has the awareness that he or she needs to reteach and address the student's lack of understanding before moving on or taking a test. In preparing for this brief, I came across a brilliant TED Talk by Nancy Duarte. She closes her speech on changing the world by saying, "The future isn't a place we're going to. It's a place that you get to create." So, as I wrap this up, let me invite you that if anything I mentioned in the last few minutes caught your attention, and you're in the business of changing the world one organization, one classroom, one instructor, and ultimately one student at a time, I encourage you to reach out to me. Thank you for your time.